Has come early to the Jefferson County courthouse. Bats have moved in.
Yeah, the bats are crawling out of the walls and the ceilings. They're also flapping around offices and workspaces. More than a dozen of them have been caught so far. Tonight News 4's Russell Kinsall is in Hillsborough talking to freaked out workers and an expert about why those bats now get some time to spread their wings.
No one knows for sure how the bats are getting in, but it just takes a hole the size of a quarter for a bat to get into a courthouse or your attic. And there's no doubt they're here at the Jefferson County Courthouse because they are showing up everywhere.
Walking into a courtroom up in another division, and there was a bat just hanging from the ceiling, just hanging there.
Bats have been spotted hanging from ceilings and crawling around on the floors. Kim Johnston saw one.
I was walking down the hall and one was underneath the heater grate.
Bailiffs have come to the rescue of shrieking workers. People are using whatever they can to capture the creepy creatures.
It was hanging on the ceiling alive, and they secured it in a little box and then brought it outside. I don't know what they did with it.
Most people think of bats as living in, well, bat caves, but that's usually just through the winter months.
When the weather warms up in the breeding seasons and all that, they actually will leave those places a lot of times and find other places to go.
So when the bats came out of their caves and went looking for a new home to give birth to their young, somewhere they found an opening. Most have been found alive, then released outside, but not the one Kim Johnston found.
The next morning I came in and got it out, and it was on my desk in a container where it passed away, and it is now in my pet cemetery at home.
It's believed the bats are getting into the offices and courtrooms through holes in the walls and ceilings.
Yeah, people have been talking about it quite a bit.
County officials have talked about bringing in an outside company to remove the bats, but the Conservation Department says that should wait.
We really can't endorse any type of removal or exclusion methods during the summer months while they are rearing young. That process is usually completed by around the end of August.
If the hole can be found where the bats are getting into a building, it's recommended that a heavy piece of cloth be draped over that opening so that the bats can leave, but they can't get back in. In Hillsborough, Russell Kinsall, News 4.
All right, so bats are often feared because of the potential that they could carry rabies, but the Conservation Department says incidents of bat bites and people actually getting rabies then are extremely low. I don't care. I'm sure that's supposed to make people feel better about it, but I don't really want bats in my workplace.
Yeah, it's good to know, but I might be opting maybe if there was a virtual option to work, just do that for a little bit
I like
until
that
that's
idea.
fixed.
All right.